Hello everybody. It's not Wednesday at the moment. It's still Tuesday. Wednesday for you guys, but it's going on 4 o'clock. 1 minute to 4 on a Tuesday afternoon. And why am I doing this Tuesday afternoon? Because my life has been hectic ever since I got back. It's still hectic. For those who don't know me, I'm Nelly. I live in a big bus that we travel around Australia in, right? You can go back and have a look. You can go onto my Facebook page, the Bus and Us Travel Australia. I'm a reseller of all sorts of things, particularly vintage is my favourite thing. But I also go metal detecting when I get a chance to. My life is a busy one. I have grandkids that live with me in the bus. I have a husband who lives with me in the bus. I have dogs and a cat and bird and my husband, actually. Anyway, I do all that. And yeah, I resell doing all this. Now, all of you know, most of you know that older here. Been here for a while, know that my shed's an hour away, so it's been a bit of a hassle living in the bus here, but we'll go on to that in a second. Okay, so let's go update. So I got home on Sunday. What day did I get home? I got home Saturday. What day is it today? It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So what did I do? Saturday. Did I get home Saturday or Friday? I think I got home. That's right. I got home Saturday from my big trip up north, sorting out the shed, sorting out all my stuff that I've got in storage. And it went into a storage shed up there, right? Ready for it. It doesn't have to be repacked again. It's in big things that they lift up and then bring it wherever we're going to be. I don't know where that is. Sunday, I spent all day taking photos, hundreds and hundreds of photos of this big bag. I've done most of them now. I've got some drafted, but I've done all the photos in this gigantic bag. A heap of jewellery. And I've listed a lot of it. I'm still in the middle of drafting a lot of it. But I'm not going to quit this reselling gig. I love doing it. I love it when it's better, when there's more sales, but I still love I love treasure hunting at op shops, etc. So at the moment, I did all that on Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday. I did all that on Sunday. I'm so tired, just so you know. I'm all over the place. As you know, I get and yesterday I spent a lot of the time, I actually hit a wall yesterday. It took me a while to get going, but I got some of this listed, did a whole heap of other stuff, and I actually started a new store just for clothing. So I was taking it away from my eclectic store. So I've now got a jewellery store and my eclectic store and the new clothing store. Sorry, Mr. Grandson came to the car. And again, I don't know where I was up to. But yeah, I was very busy doing all that yesterday. So I've got the 3 stores now. Well, I've got 1 site, 2 stores. And I've got that started. So it's going to be a big thing for me to log in and log out, which I'm doing all on my phone at the moment because I love doing everything on my phone. But very soon I'm going to have it set up so my tablet's got one. When I get my computer back, my laptop back, it'll get another store. And then my phone. And I'm getting an extra phone soon because this one's on its last legs. Well, it gets overheated, so I'm getting another one. So I'll be able to do at least 2 or 3 stores as I'm going. Will it work out? I don't know. Would I be better off just staying in an eclectic store? Possibly. But I've been listening to a lot of stuff like Jon the Reseller. He's watched him, he gives you great advice for reselling. And one of the things is what he said was, going to a store, you want to be able to go directly to the place you want to be. And that's what I want to do with my stores. I love having my eclectic store. I'll always have an eclectic store, but having my jewelry all in one place for me is a great idea, and having my clothing in one place. I was originally going to put all my vintage clothing together and then my men and women's clothing separately, but 3 stores for me at the moment till I can get them all built up is way more than enough for me. I could have a bookstore too, but a lot of stuff is going to still stay my eclectic. And talking about books, I have actually put, as I'm relisting all the stock that I had unlisted, because most of you know the dramas. If you don't know that drama, to shed stuff, I've slowly been putting back all my stuff that I actually had unlisted. Now it was about 1,000 items at the time, and as I'm relisting the books, I'm just changing the pricing and doing free shipping because Mel from Back to Burnout and a few others do that. I want to see if it works for me with my books. I've got too many books. I probably won't be buying as many books. I'll still buy books, but they'll be specific sorts. I'm not just going to go and buy Wilbur Smith novels, or I'm not going to do all that sort of stuff. I'm going to make sure that they're books that are definitely going to be reselling. With that being said, it's funny because I have a lot of books that I've had sitting for ages, and I watch some of the big sellers and they have the same books they've just got recently, and they resell it, free shipping. Whether that changes it, I don't know, but we're going to test that out. So yeah, so I could do that. So I've done that, and it's been actually a very, very sad week until the last 2 days. So I don't know what's gone on, but I'm very happy with what's happened. What else do I want to talk to you about? So the eBay sites, the free posting. Most of my items this week have gone to America, believe it or not, because I've actually opened up some of my clothing, and someone wanted a DVD sent to USA, so I've done that. So yeah, I've just started opening up stuff to light stuff. I'm not doing books and heavy stuff at the moment because I don't know the postage yet. Not set up for all that yet, but probably later on I may do that. So yeah, 2 things to USA, and most of my items went to South Australia or Victoria. So that was pretty interesting. How it changes each week to what states gets most of the stuff. Okay, what else do I want to talk to you about? Right, I made a boo-boo. Last week I sold this jacket, this vest. God, I don't know, I did 2 boo-boos last week. $1 post. I never do $1 post. How did that happen? I don't know. I was probably going to put $13 post or $15 post, but for some reason, so this person fortunately made my sale last week a little bit less than I thought, but they got a really cheap item. But you know, I only paid $5 for the vest and I still made good money, so I can't complain. And these boots, these a few of you have seen it on the resellers group. If you're a reseller, you're not there yet, ask me and I'll give you the link. It's on Facebook. But yeah, these boots, for some reason I put $45,000 up for those boots. So one of my lovely viewers, I don't know who you are, which one you are, but thank you for letting me know, absolutely did not see that at all. So yeah, fortunately no one else sort of had a go at me. It was one of my lovely viewers that noticed it. More news. I think I'll tell you that after I've done this little bit. Sorry, I just choked. Okay, before I go, why I'm choking, because I just had a feast. It's like 4 o'clock. I just had a feast of this beautiful noodle bar rice. I love rice. My granddaughter bought it for me. This morning my husband's been waiting for an operation for 2 years, okay? Finally, today, he's been booked in, and today I took him all the way to Lismore. I dropped him off there, went to Ballina, picked up my shoes. You guys know this story about my shoes? I'll find my shoes. Hang on. So yeah, I dropped him off anyway, and I'll know tomorrow whether he can come out tomorrow or Thursday. They've got to see if everything is working. It's a prostate issue, so we're hoping everything goes to plan and everything is normal again after tomorrow, because he's been in a lot of pain for a long time, for 2 years. So it hasn't been a nice time for him at all. But anyway, so on the way home, went to Ballina, got some groceries because the kids were starving. They wanted some nibblies. And my granddaughter bought me that beautiful food, which I've been eating while I've been watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Now, if you watched it, let me know. I've never watched it in my whole life. I think I've seen one episode once years ago. I don't watch it. The only reason I started watching it is because I've been listening to Will and Woody afternoon radio show when I'm sitting in the car working and whatnot. I've been listening to them, and I actually didn't start watching it till 2 weeks in, so I had to do a quick watch it all really quickly online, and I've just finished watching that. So that's what I was doing before I got onto here. But anyway, my shoes. You guys know that I absolutely love some of you remember I've broke mine because I was squatting down with them when I was doing my metal detecting. So I'm never wearing a metal detecting again. Now, why do I love these? I've had this same shoe style for the last 14, 15 years, I think, and they can't buy them anymore. They're not making them anymore. So if anyone ever sees any of this sort of style Sandalman type shoes, or Desire, they were Sandalman, but they split. They're called Desire now. Now I can't even buy them at all anywhere. I've called every place I used to buy them at. Sandalman or Desire shoes there. I just love them. Anyway, I had them repaired at the cobbler. It cost me $20 to repair. I am so happy because I've been wearing thongs. Now, for those in the USA, thongs go on our feet, not on our butt, okay? Thongs are, thongs. So they go on our feet. They're flip-flops or whatever you guys call them. They're not, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I did all that. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so that's all done. My husband's probably in his operation now. I'm not sure what time that was on. And yeah, I've just been full on since I got back on Saturday, just not non-stop. Now, for the final news, which I'll give you after, I'll let you know. And also, I'll talk about my car after, my car thingy. But we're going to do that. We're going to do a few of what I've sold this week until we get to the spot where I can actually show you physically. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to Lismore and then to Grafton to drop Mr. 14 off to his BMX. I'm going to go to Grafton and then I'm going to go to Lismore. We're not sure yet, but it's going to happen tomorrow. I've got a heap of stuff to sell. So we're going to talk about that right now before I forget. I sold something on the 26th. Actually, I sold 2 things on the 26th. Okay? On the 27th, I sold 1 thing. On the 28th, I sold 2 things. Nothing on the 29th at all. 1 thing on the 30th. Then the 1st, I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But one of the items that I sold on the 1st was yesterday. It just helped me out so much because I was actually freaking out that I'm not going to have enough money for anything. But it all worked out well. So we're going to get stuck into that. I'm going to go up to a certain point and then tomorrow we're going to go and finish off the rest of it. But I just want to catch you up with everything right now. So now you know all that, right? So we're going to go in with this Rubik's Cube jacket. I've got 2 Rubik's Cube PJ pants that I bought at, I don't know, I bought them at 2 different places at 2 different times. And I love them. And I should have kept the jacket, but I'm not into synthetics as much. I like to have natural fibres. But yeah, this one went to the USA. I did charge $32 postage. It only came to $25, so I refunded her that. But I've got to muck around. Yeah, anyway, refunded her. But anyway, it's another story to that, but I'm not going to go into sporing. Okay. And I made $26.80. I probably paid $4 max for that. $4, okay? The next thing I sold, now, for those who've been here a while, last month I bought a whole bundle of Superflex kids, like it's a home schooling type, social experimenting type books, right? A whole pile of them for $5, all in a big plastic zippered thing from Salvos. Never heard of it before, but I thought that looks interesting, and I looked it up and saw how well they were selling, so I ended up grabbing them all for $5. Me, I will always go and look at the books. Shocking. Anyway, this book, if I divide it all up into the $5 I spent, only cost me 83 cents. I sold it for 20. I took an offer of 20 and made $14.95, right? So I'm 5 cents off my money. No, I'm not. I'm $10 in profit. Jeez, my math. I'm $10 in profit with that book. So that's great. Stay tuned for the next story. Then I sold the strawberry shortcake 1980 Doona. Sold it. I took an offer of $40. I think it's to a shop because the name of her eBay store had a very shop sort of style. So she'll probably make more money if she resells it, which is fine. I don't mind. $3 is what I paid. $33.83 I made on that strawberry shortcake. Always look for those old strawberry shortcakes, old Ninja Turtle, old anything like that. People will buy it. Nostalgia, whatever. Okay, finally sold this yellow wool, pure wool vintage blanket. I think it's to another store, but I think this might be a brick and mortar store. I sold it for $3. I picked it up for $3, sold it for $34, made $24.96. At the moment, I'm not selling any of my wool blankets. I've got other ideas. I'm going to be doing a lot of upcycle sewing soon, so I'm sort of collecting a few of these blankets for other ideas. We'll see if they format or not. And if they don't format, well, I'll be able to sell them, won't I? Lastly, for today, the rest is tomorrow, is the new jeans, N-E-U-W. I paid probably $2. I think I paid $2 for those, and it's a repeat buy, so whoever that is, I thank them because they bought quite a few things off me. I don't know if they're a viewer or just an eBay, but if they're a viewer and you buy this stuff off me, thank you. Now remember, if anyone does buy stuff off me, you don't have to go through eBay. Come and speak to me. We'll do a deal. Yeah, right? $30 is what they paid. $22.47 is what I made on those jeans, which was great. Now, the rest... So I want you to remember the social detective one for tomorrow. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Oh, no, we're going to talk about it in a minute. Tomorrow's for me, not for you. So in a minute, I'll talk about that. Different day, different hour, but tomorrow for me. Right. Now, so I'm really happy with what's happened there. I've also sold some jewellery on Facebook. I took an offer of some jewellery that I'd actually put on my jewellery site on eBay, but then I thought I'll go into the Brooch Queens, which is a group we have, me and my sister have, which I've been slack on because I've been too busy. The Brooch Queens is on Facebook. If you want to go and join that, you can grab your jewellery a bit cheaper. So I just shared a whole heap of photos. I said, look, this is what I've got. Anyone want anything? They asked, I sent the link to eBay. I said, but don't buy it there, come over here. They made an offer, I took it. So these are it here, little brooches. So I was happy with that. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm happy with that. I'm hoping tonight that we will sell some more stuff. I don't know what that means, I've written there, but might remember it later. Okay, don't know what that means. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my car. Now, most of you know that I saved up $5,000 for a car, and I think it only cost me $300 and something, $378. Yeah, $388. Yeah, $388 it cost me to save $5,000 for a car. Now I've given that $5,000 to my granddaughter, and in that time, I will work it out and let you know tomorrow. But in that time, I haven't really been saving as such, but I have been nibbling away and putting a little bit in there, and I've actually got $600 still left in there. I think I had $200 previously, and then I've been just adding little bits, and I haven't even noticed it growing, because I think it's $600. So I'm going to work it out for you probably tomorrow or later, or I might jump back on in a minute when I've worked it out, how much this car, how much I've got fully saved, and how much it's actually cost me from my reselling. I think I'll do that. And lastly, that I'm going to tell you right now too, the house settles on the 9th of June. For those who know, you know. For those who don't, you might have to go back, but I've actually got a house up north for sale. And I'm hoping, well, from what their real estate said, the people that have just sold their property, they only had it on for like a week. They've got $1 million property, not a property, just a block of land on the Gold Coast, the last block that was available, sold super fast. They want our house, and they're going to do some wonderful things to it that I probably would have loved to, but that house will no longer be a burden on my shoulders, having to repair bits and pieces, and also the mortgage going up so high very shortly. But anyway, so I'm very happy with that. So fingers crossed, guys, that when 5 weeks, that's going to be off our plate, and I will owe nothing. I will owe no one anything. I'll owe nothing to no one. I'll not owe any debts. So I'm hoping that all goes through. And I think that's it for now. I'm going to go and quickly do a quick car cost, and then might come back and just share with you exactly where I am with my car and how much it's cost me, and we're going to get that started again, because it didn't really take too long for me to get to where I was previously. Will I get that money back? If something good happens for her, yes. If it doesn't, well, I'm just going to continue doing this till everyone's got their own vehicle. She bought half a bus with it, like she bought a bus with it. So yeah, I own half a bus basically at the moment. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue doing that so I can get my car, because I want to get a car, business car, by 1st of July. That's what I'm planning on doing anyway. But that's it for now. I will see you in a minute with, who knows, maybe my car stuff, or yeah, we'll probably see you then. Yep, still here. I'm only like 10 minutes older. So I just worked it out. I already had 200 in there, so I worked out what I'd put in towards that 200. I've worked out that I've lost it where I wrote it. $690 is what I've got in the bank currently. That's not even counting this week, if I put anything in this week. Which I did, actually it is counting this week, because I put the $50 that I made on the jewellery on Facebook into it. So yeah, it's cost me $29 to make $620. Yes, $29 to make $690. So for those out there, if you I just found that when I didn't have the goal, I was sort of blur all over the place. Now I've put that goal back in place, the car goal. I can now look forward to doing this. Now what I'm going to probably do when I get the house is I'm going to withdraw my $5,000 that she owes me, and that's going to be my $5,000 again. So by then it'll be $5,690, which would have been more if I hadn't bought my metal detector and all those other bits, and if I had been focused on the last few months. But I needed, one, I wouldn't have been able to put any money in the last few months anyway, because you guys know how bad it's been reselling wise. But after this week, I'll probably put another $100 into my savings, I think. So I'll be $790, and it'll only have cost me a little bit, $4 extra, so 30 something dollars, 29, $33. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put $100 in from some of the stuff I've sold this week. The rest will go to bills and whatnot, but that's going to be, yeah, I'm back on track with my car again. Okay, so when I sell the house, I'm going to take $5,000 of that out. She can still owe and over a period of time, but that's my money, and we'll go back to that when we get to that. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing now and just keep putting a little bit in each week to get to where I was, and my car will be a super cheap car. That's my plan. That's it. I will see you in a minute. Tomorrow for me, but I'll see you in a minute, okay? Thanks for watching this far. Bye. Hello everybody, it is now Wednesday. It's 12:47. I checked the time, I had to check it again. Anyway, may go in the bloopers, I don't know. I'm always blooping. I should put my bloopers in every week and have a good old laugh. Anyway, it is Wednesday and I'm here to finish off my what sold, fill you in with the day, blah, blah, blah. And you've already seen who I am, so I don't have to repeat myself today because it's already part of yesterday's video that I've done for today, okay? Anyway, my husband's doing well. He's out. He's actually out of hospital. I was going to pick him up late this afternoon because the doctor, he didn't think he'd be able to get out till late this afternoon, but he got out before lunch, but it was too late because I was already over this way. And I cannot split myself into three, no matter how many times I would love to do that. I said that to my grandson this morning. I just want to split myself into three so I can do everything at once. Fortunately for me, my granddaughter, my eldest granddaughter, has her own car, and she's only probably about 40 minutes away from where he had to be picked up from. So she went and got him and took him home. So that was a relief for me because I was able to then get to Grafton, do the things I have to do. I have to do, you know, like op shopping, which I said I wasn't going to do this week or last, and I did, and hopefully next week I won't, but I probably will because I'll probably go and get some jewellery. We'll see what happens next week. I'm trying really hard, kind of really trying hard, but I'm so glad I went today, and I don't think I'm going to show you it today because there's so much of it. It made up for the times I go in there and get nothing, but today was a good day. Oh my goodness, some of the stuff I got. You'll see it tomorrow probably, or Friday. I might make you hold out. I don't know. You know me. I'll just wait and see. But anyway, I'm going to finish off the What's Sold Wednesday. I'm all over the place. I haven't got a great deal of room. Yes, my shed's a mess. My castle, the Emporium. I call it the Emporium, the Rusty Crown Emporium. I have not had much time to get in here, living an hour away and doing so much last week. I've got to make myself come in. I may do this, pack up my stuff, go to the post office, go to the shopping centre. I don't want to, but I'll go up there. If there was an op shop up there, I wouldn't mind. But I've got to go up there and do something quickly, then come back here and maybe tidy up a bit of stuff, okay? I think that's what I might do. But anyway, there's one thing I didn't even add onto my thing because I didn't get paid till this morning. So I might leave that for next week. But I've got it here to show you anyway, and then I'll add it next week. So I've already added up this week's, and I don't want to add up again because I don't like adding up. But anyway, let's get started. From yesterday, I got up to the wool blanket, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And the new jeans, yes, I did those too. Next thing is Mad Balls. Now, while I'm mentioning my Mad Balls, these were picked up, how long ago? A year and a half? A long time ago, 2 years, from an op shop in Port Macquarie for $2.50, right? They had them for $2.50. So I picked up a heap, I picked up a heap of them thinking, these are going to sell so fast, this is awesome. Well, no, they took for a long time to sell the first one and the second one. Anyway, I gave 3 away. I sent 3 to my friend, 80s Toys Rock. 80s Toys Rock. I'm going to put the link, I'm going to put their name here, you see it there, and I'm going to put a link down below. He's a good buddy of mine over in the USA, and all he ever does is search for vintage toys. I love watching him, he's quite entertaining, so I'd love you to go and subscribe to him. But he's got a lot of subscribers, but add some more. And his last video, he opened the parcel that a lot of us had sent, including mine, so you can go and have a look what I sent him, okay? So yeah, you'll see the link down below. So his name's Burf, that's what he goes by, Burf, okay? So yeah, got those sold, and I've got 2 more of that one left. So if anyone's interested, they're out of the pack. One's out of the packet though. It's not like it's been pulled out purposefully, just the glue's come undone. Okay, so they've got rid of those, and what did I sell them for? They cost me $5, sold them for $32, made $21.90. So I paid for them. They paid for themselves. The Diane Von Fish first, that one. Von. I only bought this a few weeks ago. Those who have been with me for a while know. Diane von Furstenberg. It's this little dress here. Okay, paid $4 for it, and I sold it for an offer. I think, or 34. It's silk. I paid $4 for it, which I forgot to write down. So yeah, I think I made $23.95 if I add them up right. Anyway, around the $20 mark I've made on that one. Next was the super. Now remember in the last part of the video, the beginning of this video, I mentioned the Superflex books. Now you guys may remember, most of you will because you've been here forever. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed to me. It cheers me up a little bit. It's very, very slow, but it's going to get there. I'm going to get to 1,000 eventually. I picked up all these books, if you remember rightly. Come on, just put that DVD back. Do you remember these books I picked up for $5 for the whole lot a few weeks ago? Like a whole lot. Like 2 of these in here aren't even part of this set. I just realised last night. I sold that one I showed you earlier. Did I sell? That was the first one, I think. I think it was. And then I sold, how many of these? All bar 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books of this. I've got 2 left, 6 of these. What did I sell for? Well, guys, I sold, these cost me less than $4 for all that when I worked it out, because I was adding it up. I thought it was 83 cents, less than 83 cents, about 50 cents a book. I sold them all for $218. I had no clue what these books are. If you ever see these books, they're called Superflex. They're like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's gone out of my brain now, but social science sort of stuff. Superflex. If you ever see them, do not leave them behind. These are like all brand new. That's what they came in, the big packet. $5 I paid. I was already in profit. They don't owe me anything, but I've written down $177.65. Well, I'll probably get a bit more than that if I take, but anyway, around $170 mark, and I've still got 2 books to go and someone's looking at them. So I'm like, thank you. So that was probably the best buy I have done in a long time. I'm very excited. I'm hoping today's buys are up there as well. We'll see. So yeah, keep an eye out for those guys. $36 is what eBay took though. But anyway, I'm still so happy with that. That's car money right there. Like I can go now to $790 for my car and put the rest of it towards the shop, the business. And you know the cost is like $32 to get that $790 that I mentioned yesterday. So $790 now we're up to in our car. Look at a cost of just over $30. So happy. Okay, now the games is going to this DVD is going to the USA. Lady actually asked the postage on it. I didn't know because a lot of my items I have, I'm starting to put USA on it, but some of my DVDs I wasn't sure, so I did ask someone online. They said $20, so I'm hoping it goes $20. Okay, not more. I actually put 28 originally. I thought that's too much, so I said to them 20, and they go, "Oh, isn't that expensive?" And I said, "Well, that's what we're like over here, isn't it? Our postage is expensive." But I ended up setting an offer of $12 for the DVD just to get it out because it's been here for quite a while. It doesn't owe me anything. What did I make on it? Basically $9. So I didn't make a lot, but I made some money back on it. And I've got another one that it's sealed, but it's got a little tear in the seal, like in the seal, plastic. And I'll just relist it with that and sell another one. So that's easy. Mr. Potato Heads. Finally, I still can't find the first ones I lost ages ago. Buried in there somewhere. But all these Mr. Potato Heads right in there. See them all those? Yeah. I probably paid $2 if I'm lucky. Probably $2. I made $18.44. I took an offer of $25. I had them for over $30. And the jewellery I sold yesterday, which I probably can't really show you very well. I really can't. I'll put the picture up there if I haven't already. Probably already did yesterday. Sold those, which you know about, which was the 50. And finally, no, not finally. Yes, finally. No, actually, it's not finally. Okay, I'll show this. I got these. Now, months ago, I picked up all these grassroots magazines. The $2 a bundle. Pretty much a bundle like that. I mean, you know, and I sold this bundle for $32. Look, I sold them both bundles for $57. I made $41.93 on the grassroots. Now we are all like, I love grassroots, and when I get my property I probably wish I hadn't got rid of them because I really want to get land as soon as possible, start growing our own fruit and vegetables because we know how tight everything is getting. But they are great magazines. They've been out forever, and these ones I think are from the 80s or 90s. So 1988, so they're 35 years old. Still grassroots is growing strong, and probably getting stronger than it was, because it was a bit of a hippie sort of thing back in the day, but now it's a thing to do now, is to grow our own everything and make our own everything, which is great. We're sort of coming in a circle back to looking after ourselves rather than buying all this other stuff. Anyway, okay, that's all done. This is the thing I sold. Well, it was sold the other day, but only paid for it today. It was this crane jacket. I'll talk about that. I just want to show you quickly. It's just one of those rain sort of snow coats, you know, you're wearing the, you know, those ones. Yeah, that's what I sold. So I've got to post that today as well. So I just want to show you physically. And I think that's all. That is it. Nothing on the other sites yet, but I have lookers and I have offers. So they may have already bought something today. I don't know. I feel like there's something else I want to talk about too, but I can't remember what it was. If I remember, I'll come back. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed my crazy what's sold. I know there was something in my head I had to mention now. Go and see Jon the Reseller if you want to learn to resell. Go and watch 80s Toys Rock if you want to learn about old vintage toys, which I find very entertaining. They're my two. They're both in the USA. The third one, no, sorry, they're not both in the USA. Jon's in Australia. Burfs is in the USA. There was one more, but I think I might save that for next week because he's in the USA. So what I might do each week is just give you one from the USA, one from Australia. Okay, to make it fair. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to go. Oh, no, I'm not going to go. I'm going to tell you how much I made. Right, better do that. $28 cost. Did I? Oh, yes, I did add it up. I'm trying to work out. Where did I add it up at? 536. Look, it's not like all the other guys are making thousands. I get it. I don't have the... I know in my heart, if I could be here and really just focus on it 3 days a week, like full on, I could do a lot better. I know that. I'm still listing a lot of this stuff. It's not being relisted yet. I'm still getting all that done. But I'm still happy with that. Like, I've still made, you know, a really good profit on a $28 buy-in. My profit to take home was $416.54. So it's not a great deal, really, compared, but it's still a big deal for me. You know, $100 will go to my car and some will to my daughter that I owe money on. So, you know, I'm just going to gradually, and the rest will go into the business. So when it gets to a point where I'm actually in my own home or my own shed or whatever I'm in, it's going to save me so much money rent-wise, and it's going to save me, you know, I'm going to have it all there, and I'll be able to get in and get stuck into it a lot more often as well. But I'm happy with that. So let me know what you thought. What do you think? Say it down below. Thank you for subscribing to those who have, new and old. It means a lot to me because I watch all these other ones come from nowhere to thousands, and I'm like, I know I'm not as exciting, but, you know, and I don't teach. I'm not a teacher. If you get tips from me, that's great. I'm good at talking, but not good at advising. So, you know, if I could teach, it'd be great. I probably would do better, but I'm here for your entertainment only, to see what I sell and what I buy and what I find when I'm metal detecting. And I know a lot of you are here only for the metal detecting. I will try really hard to get out there again very, very soon. Just can't at the moment. And I think that is the end. I think I shall go. I think I shall pack, and I think I shall toddle off and maybe come back and tidy up this mess of an emporium. Take care, everybody. I will see you again soon, probably either tomorrow or Friday with, oh my God, the stuff I got in there. Oh, you're gonna, I'm so excited to even go through it again. I found something that I mentioned in the other video, in the earlier video, that I've been looking for, but not my size. So you all can work out what that was, yeah. But I got them anyway. They're brand new, so I'm happy. Bye.